Prank calls are a problem for ourselves and probably certainly yourselves out there. There's only so many resources here. I mean, in Blackburn now, there's 8 people on duty today. There's 2 fire engines, and that's it. That's it for the whole of Blackburn area, which is a massive area, isn't it? If somebody makes a prank call and says that there's a house fire at, I don't know, Samsbury or wherever, right on the edge of our area, it will then take them 2 fire engines all the way down there and out the way. That leaves Blackburn then with no fire cover. Where would you think the next fire engine comes from? Where do you think? Yeah, Accrington might be, yeah, depending on where. Somewhere else? Near different area. Anybody know a different area near Blackburn? Sorry? There's one at Darwin, there's one at Accrington, there's one at Great Harwood, but it takes time. You imagine the amount of time it takes you to get from Accrington or Darwin into Blackburn if them 2. So it's really important not to make false calls. To ourselves, to the police, to the ambulance. Same with the police, you'll be dragging resources available. If somebody starts, I don't know, getting an assault or a burglary or anything like that, you mustn't ever do a hoax call. Alright, it's really important. Alright.
The other thing as well with that is technology is such now that as soon as someone presses that third 9, they know where that call's come from. They know the device it's come from. So if you're on a landline, they know the address of where that call's come from. And if it's on a mobile, they know the number it's come from. So you might think, well, they'll never find me if I'm on my mobile. But what we'll do then, or I'm sure the police do the same, is they get onto the service provider and they block that phone so it can't ever be used again. So if people are saying, oh, go on, make it, they'll never know it's you. They will always know where the calls come from, so they always get caught. All right?
And you get into trouble for doing it, won't you? Or you will. And it might be funny when you're doing it, but when the police come to your house or take you home to your mum and dad, or even worse, take you to the police station, then it's not funny anymore, is it? Okay, so that's the important bit. Yeah, it's really important nowadays to have a mobile phone, isn't it? Because your mum and dad know where you are. You know, if you're if you've got an emergency or you need some help, you can ring somebody. But it also means that people do silly things with those calls. Is one of them, and you can get into trouble.